So what this new identity is, like anything that we're going through in our life, can you hear me?
Yes.
So what this new identity embodiment is putting in all of the different components that we want to transform about ourselves onto this one thing that's like a few words that like that's your highest and greatest, most limitless, most abundant, healthiest, most delicious, right? Self. So that way, like every time you say these words to yourself, you're just like bringing into the body that these words represent all the different things that you were lacking, and now you have them all. So it's kind of like the fake it till you make it, except I call it fake it until you become it. Because it's like if you brainwash yourself to believe that you're the person that makes, let's say, consistent 5K in your bank account every month doing what you love, or 10K or 100, whatever number it is, then like you brainwash yourself enough with this new identity to believe it, that like you start to feel it and experience it as if it really happened, and then guess what happens?
It happens.
Right. And then you can observe the process and you're like, oh wow, like I made this happen. Because the whole idea of reality, why we're alive, is a game, right? It's to
Yeah.
sell a dream to ourselves. Like, what is this most powerful dream? And sometimes there are stepping stones, right? To be able to buy the dream ourselves. Because once we buy it ourselves, once we believe it ourselves, everyone else believes in it too. So
Okay.
now into that new identity that you have. So you have these words that are new identity. I want you to put into this bucket. Now, this new identity is a powerful speaker, right? So everything, the opposite of what it's not. So she's a powerful speaker. She can speak on command. She knows that she came to share her truth, even if her voice shakes. She knows that when she's uncomfortable, she's gonna do it anyways, because this is how she's gonna get comfortable, right?
Mm-hmm.
She knows that all these little things that she's uncomfortable doing, when she does it, brings her closer to every vision that she has, right?
Yeah.
Because it's like sometimes you want to create your own uncomfortable scenarios to rewire the neurons to create new memories. And sometimes you're being pushed into it by the universe, by people that have a higher vision for you. And you're like, but I encourage you next time to just even if you're shaking, you know?
Yeah.
Okay, pinky swear promise. Awesome. So what do you think? Everybody, think of your identity and let's do the identity embodiment practice. Yeah. Ooh.
Okay.
And this is the, should I put it on the screen or should I just say it? This is the I know, I see, I speak, I love, I do, I feel, I am. And we're
You
gonna
can put it on the screen
put it
if
on
you
screen.
yeah.
All right, let's do that. I don't remember how we did it last time. Like, oops. Can everybody see this?
Yes.
Okay. Don't mind the stuff around it. Can you see it pretty clearly? I know, I see, I speak, I love, I do, I feel.
Yes.
All right, cool. Do we want music or no music?
Music.
No, actually, let's do without music.
Okay, I'll have my own music.
Okay, if you want your own music, you can do your own music. If you want your speaker on, you can leave your speaker on. If you want it off, you can have it off. What we're gonna do is embodiment. We're gonna bring in our new identity into the body. Embody, right? With all our senses. So as example, I would say, I am $1 million manifestation mama. I know that I'm $1 million manifestation mama. I know that I can act from being $1 million manifestation mama every second. I know to the core of my being that I care about people more than they care about themselves. I know that I can lead them to guide them to every single thing that they ever wanted to manifest, right? And then the next one, I see. So you got to look at the identity from all perspectives. I see how Being a $1 million manifestation mama makes me see things on a bigger scale. I see how I can have a bigger vision being a $1 million manifestation mama. I see how there's no limits and I can dream bigger and I can have a bigger house if I wanted to be a manifestation mama. I see these floor to ceiling windows and the ocean view. Like, so everything that you see as your new identity, or simply being, I see myself on the stage. I see myself transforming many lives from stage, or I see myself getting uncomfortable and I'm get comfortable being uncomfortable. Okay. So then the next one is, I speak my truth even when I'm afraid as a $1 million manifestation mama. I speak even if it's uncomfortable as a $1 million manifestation mama. Do you understand? Do you guys understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
So every like angle that comes about, so this is what embodiment is bringing into the body and like literally putting on the suit of this identity, completely limitless and free identity. And then from that identity, looking at the world, feeling, experiencing everything from that view. Does that make sense?
Yes, makes sense. And I'm with Masha with some maybe frequency sound or music in the background.
Okay, do you guys just want to do your own music and then I will just do that without music so I can get this recorded for training purposes?
If
Cool.
you're gonna have it recorded, is it gonna record that? Yeah.
Well, you guys know if you put yourself on mute.
I have an idea.
What's up?
We can I could put in the chat I am instead of, because if you want to record it, then it's not gonna look good if it's right?
I'm gonna say which one we're working on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So do you want to put yourself on mute, or one of you can stay off of mute if you'd like.
Dash, unshare your screen.
What do you mean? Here. Whole point is to do this.
Well, okay. You're just gonna record it with all of this stuff. Is that how you want it?
That's or I
Just
okay,
stop sharing. Yeah,
fine.
there you go. That looks better.
Okay, I'll just say them out loud then.
Yeah.
All right. Does anyone have any questions on that? Questions? So it doesn't matter like how big or small what you're saying about your identity is. Maybe it's, I know that I have to eat healthy today because I'm a $1 million manifestation mama or abundant queen or whatever your identity is. It doesn't matter. It's true for you. Okay. And then if we can, right, stand up, because we want to bring it into the body. We want to do the embodiment practices and actually like be like, and bring it into the body, like shaking it in, like tap it in. Like I want us to remember this experience for the rest of our lives. So that way when we're 80 years old and everything is all manifested and we laughed and we wanted to manifest and it was so hard growing up, so you can remember this moment. Okay?
Okay.
Can we do that? Any questions?
I'm gonna mute. You're gonna you're gonna guide us. I am, I feel like all that.
Yeah.
Got it.
All right. Who's ready for some embodiment? Are you going to repeat after me, Mash?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Embodiment, bringing into the body your new identity. So let's start with I know. Say I know and say your identity name and then everything that you know about yourself from that identity. Let's go ahead.
I know I'm an abundant spiritual guide. I know that money comes to me easily and frequently just through my energy and how I teach and how I guide people into living a more peaceful, harmonious life. I know that people pay for these kind of services to be their higher self, to be more conscious, to be more awake, to be more aware. I am receiving abundance in return.
I I know I'm a $1 million manifestation mama. I know I have to do whatever it takes to level up. I know I have to let go, let go, let go, surrender, release, let go, have a vision clarity. I know the clearer my vision, the more easy it is for me to see that I am inside of my vision, that I'm creating it. Clarity is power. I know I can believe it. I know I'm the strongest one that's ever walked planet Earth. I know I can do this. Okay? Woo! All right. I see. Let's go next. And if you feel like doing it out loud, Nessa, you're welcome to also unmute if you want to. Or Mosh, go ahead. I see.
I see that I'm abundant. I see that money is flowing into my bank account, doing what I love. I see that clients are coming to me because they see my value, they see my worth. I see the transformation right before my eyes of those who are
Be more
seeking more.
specific. I see how much in the bank account. By when?
I see that I'm receiving $5,000 by January 23rd from my first down payment from my first client here in Fort Lauderdale. It is a virtual client, but sometimes we meet in person. I see this $5,000 flowing into my bank account by January 23rd, 5,000 down payment. Here it comes. Woo!
I see that I'm abundant. I see a clear picture of the bank account of 25,000 new clients in the next week. I see that $102,000 investment in the next 30 days into the foundations. I see that it's easy because I'm collaborating with others. I see that I'm a manifestation mom. I see that I'm a manifestation mom. I see that I'm a $1 million manifestation mama, and I can see clearly that I can help anybody with any vision that they want. Bring it in, bring it in, bring it in.
I'm really curious to hear what Inez is screaming over there. You seem really passionate about it.
If you want to share, we're doing I speak next. If you want, you don't have to, it's up to you. But if you want to share, you got to unmute. Or not, whatever, whenever you're ready. All right, I speak. Go ahead, Mosh.
I speak my truth. I speak abundantly. I release all the words that don't serve me, even when it's just sarcasm or I'm just joking around. I speak my truth. I understand and I know that my word is potent, that it's got so much truth. I speak abundantly. I speak as a true spiritual guide. I speak my truth. I am honoring my word. I am impeccable with my words. I speak money and joy. They all go together. I speak honesty and love. I speak my truth. I speak abundantly.
So it is. I speak from a position of being $1 million manifestation mama. I speak with a higher level of awareness. I speak after I've analyzed my thoughts and I know what I'm broadcasting to the universe, my universe. I speak only the truth. I speak only from a higher level of awareness. I speak only after I've analyzed what I'm about to say. I speak after I've slowed down and taken a few deep breaths, even though I may be triggered or want to speak fast. I speak after I understand higher level awareness. I speak from a place of abundance and full authenticity and truth. I speak only knowing that every single word is a spell. I speak spells into existence. I speak abundance into existence. I speak amazing sex into existence. I speak amazing new experiences, amazing new events, all to align me with my soul tribe. I speak I am.
Woo.
Whew. I love made it heart chakra.
I love myself. I love money. I love abundance. I love being able to take care of myself. I love to feed myself organic food. I love to go to the farmer's market. I love to treat myself to cappuccinos. I love to be able to pay for my rent. I love that people and my clients see my worth. I love that they respect my time and they pay me abundantly for my time. I love that my clients are transforming, that they're finding more inner peace, that they're getting out of the stuckness into total fulfillment, something they might have never felt in their life. I love helping other people. I love taking care of other people. I love to do it for my friends and family for free. And then I love receiving abundantly for it from those that are strangers, those that are around me that need my energy. I love that my energy is valued. I love that I'm an abundant spiritual guide. I love that I'm an abundant spiritual guide. I love that I'm an abundant spiritual guide. Woo!
Woo! And so it is. And so it is.
Mm.
And so it is. Feel the feelings, observe the shift in the body.
I love that I've got $5,000 down payment for my client by January 23rd by 12 p.m. Eastern time.
I love that I feel worthy of the abundance. I love that I feel worthy of my energy as a $1 million goddess, as a $1 million manifestation, as a mom, as a sister, as a daughter. I love feeling my worth. I love the fact that I understand that my energy is the most precious thing in the universe, and I understand how worth it is, and that people can manifest crazy huge dreams, and it's up to me to realize my self-worth and say my energy is worth it. I love declaring to the universe how much my energy is worth. I love having every single word that comes out of my mouth as a manifestation, because I speak the truth, because I do what I say. I love the fact that everything I say I do. I love the fact that I trust myself when I speak. I love the fact that people love paying me because I help them achieve huge things with the discovery process. I love helping people understand how powerful they are. I love being in my power and showing other people that they also have the power. I love understanding that everything is energy, and I have to speak clearly and make declarations and say, this is the one thing that I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna do it, and I did it. I love the fact that my life is amazing. I love to breathe. I love the fact that I woke up this morning. I love the fact that I woke up and did a lot of productive things. I love the fact that I have a family. I love the fact that my sister lives downstairs now. I love delicious food. I love the sunshine. I love the beach, and I love my hair, and I love my body, and I love this moment, and I love this amazing group. I love this mastermind. I love every single second of this life. Whew. I do.
Mm.
You want to go ahead, or you want me to go ahead?
Yes, I
You-
do. I
Yes.
do the work. I do the work. I do the work. I do the internal spiritual work to attract the clients that need to come my way. I do the phone calls, the five people reaching out a day work. I do the discovery calls, and I do them well. I do the discovery calls and I do them step by step, and I do them by taking them through the pain before giving them the price. I do what an abundant spiritual guide does. I wake up every morning, I do my meditation, my yoga practice, my breath work. I do take care of myself first. I do take care of my spiritual being first. I do notice my patterns, my negative thoughts, my negative patterns that need to be shifted in order for me to become the true identity that I desire. I do love what I do. I do everything with love. I do everything with compassion and kindness. I do, I do, I do. Yes, I do. What you do?
I do believe in all of my heart that I am a $1 million manifestation mama. I do believe with all of my heart that I'm a goddess. I do believe with all of my heart that I can anybody manifest anything that they desire if they have enough fire. I do believe in each person that comes my way that we are meant for greatness together. I do believe that every single person has it inside of them to manifest and create the kind of life and abundance that they deserve. I do align my thoughts with the words that I speak, with the vibrations that come out of my mouth, align with my $1 million in the next few months. I do put into my body things that I'm conscious of and more conscious of, and have compassion for myself when I don't. I do eat healthier now. I do have more compassion and love to the people around me. I do honor my price range, and I will not go below taking a deposit of at very minimum $200 for my services with clear contracts in place. I do appreciate everything that I do. I do appreciate everything that everyone does for me. I do acknowledge everybody who's around me, who's contributing to my life. I do every single day smile at every person I meet. I do give everybody good, happy energy and envision like an arrow, Cupid arrow going into everybody's heart as I drive, as I walk. I know that energy is contagious. I do the energy work myself because I know that I am the fire igniting the flame around me and everybody that sees and touches it. Okay, so bring that into the body. Was that good? Yeah, two more. I feel and I am.
Wait,
All right, so Nessa, you want to go with I feel, or do you want me to do it?
I'll do it.
Or Nessa, you got your brave juice on? Brave juice on? You're on.
I feel happy, joyous, and free. I feel clear. I feel confident to speak in front of a large group of people. I feel love. I feel wonderful. I feel that I bring a great amount of service to the world. I feel that I love myself. I feel that I'm confident. I feel that I'm living my life.
Woo!
I feel that I am joyous. I feel that I love everyone.
Can you feel your way into that abundance in the bank account, into these clients, into the yeses, easiness, soul tribe?
I feel my bank account with thousands of dollars in it. I feel the abundance spreading in all areas of my life. Yes, I feel it.
Woo! Feel compassion toward myself when I feel like I'm not doing things right. I feel abundant every single second, even if things are not looking right in my bank account. I feel that I am the change that I want to see in the world. I feel that I have the most amazing relationship in the world. I feel that I have the most amazing relationship with myself first. I feel that I have the greatest family right now. I feel that I have the best soul tribe that I work with. It doesn't feel like work. I feel that I'm nourishing my body. I feel that I can envision anything. I feel my way into that $100,000 investment. I feel my way into the next 25K client. I feel my way into more coaching clients that come into the group because they are a vibrational match. I feel it. I feel it. I feel it. I feel this
I
making.
feel it.
Do you want to do this one, Mashu, or no?
I know. I know that I was
I
placed.
feel.
Oh, I feel. We're doing I feel. I
Mhm.
feel that I have been placed on this earth for a reason. I feel that my body, my mind, my soul is here to serve. I feel that I am unconditional love. I feel that I am abundance. I feel that I am making amazing, amazing income by doing what I love. I feel that I'm helping others achieve their true fulfillment, their deepest desires to be happy, to feel this unconditional love in their hearts. I feel magnificent. I feel whole. I feel love. I feel joy. I feel peace. Oh,
Nice. Okay, lastly, I am. Okay, who's up?
I know that I am an abundant spiritual guide. I know that I have been a spiritual guide for 10 years now. I know that I
I am.
have been
You're on
bringing.
I am. I am is the root chakra.
Oh, we went down?
Yep, next time we're gonna do it up.
Uh, I am an abundant spiritual guide. I am and have been a spiritual guide for 10 years now. I am impacting people's lives on a deeper level, deeper than surface, deeper than body, than looks, than mind. I am impacting and creating a positive change on this earth by impacting my own energy first. I am a high vibration. I am a spiritual guide. I am love. I am compassion. I am joy.
Mm. So it is.
He likes this tree.
Observe what's happening in your body now that we did the embodiment bringing into the body. See how different it is now that we've created space and knowing and wisdom and all sensations, all chakras. Who feels that they are in the vortex right now? Who feels like if you are to stay in this moment, stay feeling just like this, that you can create a lot more from this place? So this is embodiment, bringing into the body this new identity. Now, let's make sure that our vision boards, our visioning, everything we write and speak from the place of an embodied new identity, in the body new identity. Because once you've manifested those things, how would you feel? How would you act? How would you speak? What would you know? Right? So we got to put on that suit, literally, like of the person that has done it, with that number in the bank account, with that relationship, with these feelings already before we see it manifested. Okay, now ask yourself, what do I need to do in order to maintain myself in this state, in the vortex, in the quantum, in the one consciousness, in the space that I've created? Do I need to do this practice daily? Do I need to do it standing up? Do I need to shake things up more? What do I need to do every day to stay in this space and to act from this place? Right? When you say, I know how to do a script, because I've practiced it, because I understand it's not about me, it's about this person understanding the value that I bring. Because once this person understands the value, once value is realized, then the energy is exchanged. Okay, if somebody doesn't understand my value, because I don't understand it, because I don't feel it, because I don't see it, because I don't love it, because I'm not embodied in it, how, if I don't understand it myself, how can I broadcast to somebody that I can help them because I understand it? Right? So I gotta trick myself into believing it, into putting it into the body, into doing these practices every day, right? Now take a few deep breaths and let's find a seated position. How was that? Good?
Yeah, that was good.
So this is embodiment. Does anyone have any questions on what embodiment is or how to become embodied? Or why it's important?
Well, I can see how it gets me into the feeling of what I'm saying, what you're saying, what Masha's saying. I can feel it. And for me, I realize as a manifester, I need to feel it. I need to feel not only because my authority is emotional. Well, yeah, because my authority is emotional, right?
You have a few things. Your authority is emotional, and also the way that you manifest is general.
Yeah.
So there's just feelings all around. You got feelings, 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 depth of feelings.
Is she emotional too?
Yes. Okay. All right. What questions we got today? What are we working on? Questions, comments, if you want to work on your vision, or if you just have any questions that you want me to channel through to answer.
So as I mentioned earlier, you had spoken a little about the gene keys, or we're gonna stay on the topic of what we're discussing now.
Jinkies is okay. I can share the screen. We can do Jinkies. Yeah, what question did you have?
So you mentioned that you bring an emotion from previous lifetimes into this one. What came up for me was shame. And I wasn't sure if it was shame or if I was in between, I think it was shame and fear, but I don't even know what the emotions are that you would transfer over.
So it's
So-
collective wounding. Do you have your Jinky chart?
You showed me this yesterday, Dash.
Yeah, I have it. Well, I'm saying if you have your chart, then I could we can specifically look into yours. But here, let me show you. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
All right. So it's called vocation.
Okay.
And when we work with life purpose, if you look at the left little diagram, that which you love, that which you're good at, that for which you can be paid, that which the world needs, mission, profession, vocation. Vocation is actually one of the spheres in the Gene Keys, and that's the rare genius imprinting at conception, 9 months prior to our physical form, and it's the greatest gift and talent you share with the world and the collective wounding that you carry. So it's right here. If you look at the Gene Keys, it would be located right at the left side right there where my 21.3 is.
Okay. Where'd you get these numbers from? Is there another,
And go to the Gene Keys. I believe it's in the course. It's the general Gene Keys website. But I've also created a way for you to see based on your lines what yours is. So if you can come up with your numbers, then I'll tell you what your wounding is.
Okay.
Your talent and basically the greatest energy that you've come here with, that is like a representation of humanities, and you're one of the 6. So when you have your line on vocation's right here,
Mhm.
that's what you have, the core wounding that you have arrived with.
Okay.
And it tells you how the healing virtue is. So for example, what's mine? 0.3. The line is 3. So my personal wound is shame. There's a collective wound, racial wound, planetary wound, but the healing virtue for it from shame is humor.
Mm. So what does this mean? Are you here to heal or be healed
So
by?
I'm here to
you-
broadcast that I've overcome shame. And a
Okay.
lot of what I do is like, it's a game. It's funny. Don't take it so seriously. Like, and the way that I am in my everyday life, as you know, I'm a
Mhm.
big goofball.
Okay.
So as soon as you find your line, that will make more sense.
Okay.
Cool.
Yep. Very cool.
And there's a lot more I have obviously where this came from, but this is kind of to start you off.
Can we show it to her on the website?
Going to the website, that's gonna take a while. So do you know how to go to it's I believe it's just you just input the word Jinkies and then you'll get the, but if you go into my courses, the certification program has the Jinkies in it.
Mm-hmm.
You have access to that because you are here. I know I've created so much that it's like, whoop, whoop. What else does this girl have up her sleeve? But yeah, I highly recommend to go in there because I spend many hours on this certification. But it's if you want to go down that path, it's a lot. So
It is.
prepare yourself. Yeah, it's a heavy duty transformation. So if you've already finished some of your other stuff and you're ready to dive into this, yeah, but I would say finish some of the other stuff first instead of
Yeah.
dabbling in this because this is a
I
big
have
study.
all those Post-its up there of what I need to do, which you can't see a lot of them. So as I finish them, I pull them down and put them. So I'm on my 4th week of the artist way, which last week was a big shame thing. It's really transformational. Like I've been having a lot of vivid dreams. I'm like, why am I dreaming so much? And then you should be having them. I was like, oh, okay. So I've been doing the artist dates. I've been following everything as she is tailoring it to the best of my ability.
Cool.
And when I don't think that I'm feeling stuff like last week, I've been feeling rushed. Like when I'm with people, like in our meetings, I was feeling rushed. And I just feel rushed. And then I realized last week that I was actually the one rushing, right? And I only caught myself because I was like, where's my water? And I had left my water somewhere because I was rushing. Why was I rushing? For no particular reason, because I didn't have to rush. So at that moment, I was able to slow myself down and just take a better look at what was going on around me, even though I know for the most part, society is usually in a rush. And it takes me time for my thoughts and my mouth and my heart all to come together to gather information and to release it. It doesn't just spit out of me, you know?
There was it's funny, you brought up a good point. There was a comedian that said, yeah, you guys are all sitting in the audience now. You were looking forward to this moment. And now some of you are already thinking, hey, how can I get out of here to get home faster? How can I beat the traffic?
Yeah.
So not only were you rushing to get here, now you're trying to figure out a way of how to get out of here and get on to the next point.
Yeah.
So now it's our job as the 5%ers. How do we become fully present in the moment, every moment, so that we can be that change we wish to see in the world? And I welcome you to forget about the fact that a lot of people or whatever, because sometimes that gives us slack to, oh, that's what everybody does. And it's like, okay, wow, like I'm gonna be like everybody. Like so it's
I'm
like,
not big on statistics. I don't really follow them because I know that I'm a miracle in itself. So it's like, yeah, I'm like that outliner.
okay,
Totally.
good. So I'm not gonna be like everybody. That's good. Because sometimes when you say everybody does it, it gives you slack, right?
Yeah, yeah, I could totally see that. I could totally see that.
So what do we want? What do we want channel today? What do we want to shift?
What do I want to shift?
You want us, you want me to explain the reason why there's fear of public speaking or anything along those lines, or vibrational shifts in frequency of money or anything you're feeling in?
Yeah. The public speaking thing, that would be nice. I did it in Chicago and I left my body and I pushed through, but I'm just not there when it's happening. I don't remember what happens.
Mm.
And
So
sometimes I just get paralyzed and my body doesn't allow me to do it.
so what happens when you are public speaking, you're in front of the crowd, you are in the light, right? Like you are in bliss, like in a moment of stillness, because you're allow what comes through to come through. The reason why everybody's looking at you is because you said, hey, over here, I'm gonna be in the light and I'm gonna get you out of your head to focus on me for a few minutes. And this is why people get so inspired and pay other people, because you get them outside of their own head, right?
Mhm.
For the little bit of time. And the more you can get people outside of their head, guess what? The more they pay you. Think about that. Because if they're not in their head, then they're free from what's happening, free from criticizing themselves, free from all whatever's going on there, right? So the
Yeah.
longer you can hold that attention, and the reason why it's scary is because we're just not trained. So all these different things come up, the shame, the guilt, all these different emotions, because we're just not trained to understand that in this moment, my voice, my authenticity, my truth is going to heal these people. Like all these emotions come up because we're not trained to understand what's actually really going on. And we have like all these stories and insecurities, and because they say public speaking is greater than the fear of death.
Mm.
All the emotions and all the stories coming up as a soup. And we forget, why did someone really call on me? Oh, my chance to be in the light. My chance to create a difference, my chance to share my story, to change myself and the world around me, right?
Yeah.
So people are afraid of the light because they are afraid of all the emotions, and they're also afraid of all the success. And when I just moved to America, 8th grade, I couldn't really speak English, and the teacher was asking who wants to volunteer. And I couldn't say things, but I raised my hand anyways, just to push myself out of the comfort zone. And I was shaky. I used to shake for a long time, public speaking, long time, and I just kept raising my hand up. And the funny thing is, like, you raise your hand up enough time, or do it enough times you're uncomfortable doing it, then suddenly you get comfortable. And then you're like, oh boy, give me more stages. You're gonna start tapping on people and be like, hey, you know, stage I can get on. You're gonna be at an event, you're gonna walk up to the producer in the front and be like, hey, can I have 5 minutes? I got something to really say, because your inner being is gonna start itching at you to want to get up and something you want to plug in, and because there's some people in the audience that are gonna resonate with you and you know it. Right? Because once
Yeah.
you've told your vision, your identity to yourself, now higher self, spirit comes in and it's like, okay, what am I gonna make her do that's uncomfortable so she can get these results, so she can get these clients, so she can, right?
Yeah.
So can you make yourself do it next time? That's the question.
Yes, I am gonna start making myself go to meetings and just raise my hand just to talk, just to talk, just to talk. I'm gonna keep talking.
Have you heard of Toastmasters?
Huh?
Have you heard of Toastmasters?
No, what's that?
Oh, it's a fun one. It's a public speaking club.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh. Is it on Meetup?
No, just type in Toastmasters into Google. I just looked it up. There's one in Los Olas. Actually, it's tonight at 7 p.m. in
Get
Fort
out of
Lauderdale.
here.
Yeah, that has helped me just to learn. You have to kind of just volunteer and go up all the time and talk, and you can pick your own topics, and then there's modules that you can follow. And
Okay.
I think it's $100 membership a year.
Wow. Okay.
He's hungry.
Okay, bring him over. So yeah, it's called Toastmasters. One
Okay.
word, I believe.
Toastmasters. Got that. So the client that I had gotten that he was going to mediation and all of that fell through. The mediation didn't happen. And last week he's like, well, I was thinking that so I had just kept meeting him. I had a client in Boynton anyways, and I kept meeting him and he was giving me like $75 here and so last week I was like, hey, it's time for you to send some money. And then he says, well, I was thinking because all my budget and I have all these bills and blah, 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 blah. So he says, this is what I can. And I say, yeah, that doesn't work for me. So then as I left and I meditated later, it was like, just do it for now. You're being of service and you're getting something, right? So I waited a few days. I text him and I was like, listen, message came through that, I'm made to work with you right now. And I'll do it for this, which I increased it by like $50, what he told me. And then he told me he would let me know. So I'm just back to my same one client again, the one that I had since I started. That's where I'm at with that.
What do you what do you think I would say about this?
What do I think you would say about this?
Yeah. My baby. Hello. Hello. Say hi.
Hi, baby. Hi. Oh, you hungry? Oh my goodness. You are serious when you're hungry. Oh, he's precious. I have to meet him in person.
That was an hour. Good job. That was an hour. Huh? Oh wait, when did you leave? 2:30? Oh, well, it wasn't 2 hours. It was like an hour and 20 minutes or so. Or an hour and 30. So go ahead. Go ahead.
So is this the first break that you've gotten?
Today?
Yeah. Well, how do you get your break?
I had a little bit. Well, I sometimes I lay him down and I go quickly take a shower and back. And he starts. Wow, wow, wow. But Ma, she's amazing. She's really present.
Okay. That's nice. I'm so happy to see you two together. So now you're downstairs. I know I completely went off topic, but
Yeah, it's all good. Oh yeah,
take a
there's my
picture. That's a beautiful picture.
yeah, that's Tel Aviv, Israel.
Oh, she's talking
So,
about us.
oh, are you talking about the picture in her background or us?
I was talking about you two, you three.
We are three
I
now.
wasn't looking at her background.
Yes.
I kept it on so I can watch my dog.
Okay. Is that a real plant?
Yeah,
She's
Yeah?
got plants everywhere.
I
And
transported
they're
them.
all real.
Ooh,
She's
What?
into real plants too. She's
I-
got a bunch too.
they're all over my, well, actually, I just gave like 15 of them away because I go around Fort Lauderdale and I just make arrangements. And then they're all over my house and then I just give them away.
Nice.
Makes my heart smile.
Yay.
Hmm.
I have a question. For our manifestations, should we just focus on one goal at a time? Just
One big vision is what I would say, but everything else is important too. Like if you, for example, have a financial abundance goal, but at the same time, you also want to manifest love in your life. So the one that's most important, let's say you're like, okay, my financial abundance is gonna come from my life purpose. I know that if I go toward that, then everything else will be in alignment too. Everything else needs to have a vision also around the most important thing. So just because like when I was writing a book or had the financial goals, if that's in the middle, I still wanted to have a divine partnership relationship. I still wanted to have an amazing body, but it wasn't the most important thing in the middle that I kept focusing on.
So
You know?
the most important thing for me right now would be financial abundance. So I should have that in the middle next to me. Like that should be like my
That
primary.
financial abundance has that identity you've decided you're called attached to it. And remember, yours has to be heavy duty into feelings. Heavy duty into feelings.
Okay. So you had mentioned something in one of, I don't know, once upon a time, to feel like so that I could feel what it is that I'm looking to get out of it, right? So as far as like the relationship part of it, I was looking for like good pictures that made me feel something. And I didn't find anything but a picture with my ex that really made me feel something. But I almost feel like that's causing confusion.
So let me ask you,
Yeah.
are there any sexual experiences that you want to try? Have you tuned into yourself, right? So this is what a vision board is about. It's creating things that are coming through as a result of you asking yourself. Like, for example, when I started visioning, like I was really like motivated by tantra and sexuality. Like I still wasn't up to par with understanding that sexuality is enlightenment, but these are the experience that I wanted to have. So I found a picture of a girl on top of a guy, and then there was like this like energy like coming up, like just like this vortex thing. It was like kind of like a picture that had like spirituality with it, like psychedelics with it. So then that's what like was one of the things that was inspiring me. Like I want to experience tantra. I want to experience higher levels because I know there's more. So that's what attracted me to a tantric event, right?
Mhm.
And I truly believe that part of understanding that sexuality is enlightenment for me is connected to the fact that how abundant I've become. Because I allowed myself to tap and tune into that and then attract partners and then learn how to communicate my needs and my fantasies and things like that.
Okay.
Can I chime in?
Do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you have any questions before she says something? Do you have any questions about what I just said?
So what I asked you about having an X on there, should I just remove that? Because again, I feel like it's like causing confusion, because that's
If
not where I
your
want to
energy
go back.
wants to come back with to your ex, I mean, do you want to
Huh?
get back to her?
No.
So then,
Feeling was really good in that picture and during that time, so it gave me a good feeling.
there's a
If you're saying that it's causing confusion, if you're speaking that out loud already,
Yeah.
then that's the ultimate feeling. That's the very first thing that you're describing this picture as confusion. So the ultimate feeling that you're feeling from having that picture is confusion. Do you want to have confusion in your relationships in the future?
No, no confusion.
And that
Okay,
answers your question.
okay.
What's like the like, right, how we're describing things, what my sister has been preaching to me all day, our words are like potent. So the very first thing that you said as you described your picture, confusion. You answered your own question.
Yeah. And then I had another question with the defined areas.
Mhm.
Like how with my open areas do I gain clarity that I'm not picking up other people's shit?
okay. You're talking about human design definition, right?
Yeah. Like when they're defined areas and then there's open areas. Hi, Selva.
I saw that. So definition when it comes to human design means you have consistent access to that energy. That's consistently who you are. So if, for example, you have a defined throat, that means you consistently have access to speaking, and that's your truth. That's higher self truth that comes through.
Okay,
If you have an open throat, then it's so you're speaking through somebody else's ideas, somebody else's things that they need to hear. If the center is defined, the center of the human design, for example, is defined, you have consistent access to love. That's your G center.
mine is open.
That means that you don't have a consistent access to love and purpose.
Okay,
So you need other people to help you bridge the gaps.
okay. So I need you in this area, my projector, beautiful projector you. Okay,
And this is why sometimes people in relationships feel that they need the person in relationship. It's very biochemical.
okay.
He spat out a little milk. Okay, let's oh, should we come on, buddy? Let's burp you. You ready to burp? Everybody want a she baby burping? Oh, come on, come on. You love this one. You love burping. You love burping. Is he gonna burp on something? It's okay. It's no big deal. Oh, come on, my little monkey. Okay, here, turn on the camera. Burp, 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 burp. Oh, my baby, burp, burp. You wanna burp some more? The
So
biggest
that would explain some as to why I just described it as confusion, right? And I put that on my vision board because I'm just not clear on purpose and love.
Yes, you don't feel love consistently in your body, regardless if people are there or not there. So you experience love with the other, through the other.
Okay.
Oh, somebody's head go bubble bubble. So the centers that are open, that's where you're open to susceptible to conditioning from others. Meaning
Mm,
sometimes you may feel that it's your own stuff, but in reality, it may be stuff that's coming from other people because you're open there. You're not consistent there. So you don't consistently feel love and purpose like some people that have a definition.
okay, so what can I do to get consistency there? Nothing?
Train and understand, and what the cool thing is that you can help people understand their purpose and their love more than people that already feel it for themselves. You can help other people understand it. Because when you're with them, you can tune into it.
Yeah, that seems to be fairly simple for me.
Like, do you remember how you pointed out that I always hug myself and
Yeah.
love myself? Don't notice things like that.
Okay.
Because it's so automated in my body. But when you pointing it out was like, oh wow, that's amazing that I do that. Okay.
Yes.
Hi Silva, welcome.
Hey,
We missed you today. This is good. This is recorded. We did an embodiment
I
practice.
know. I know I had some car issues and I just got to the appointment at the chiropractor and I just finished basically, so it
It's
beat up the time.
There's a recording, but I hope that you do that. This is the identity embodiment practice we did earlier today.
Mm. It's with I saw the video the Masha post.
Yeah, the I am, yes, exactly that.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I did basically. I also did my call with my client yesterday. I did my embodiment of my identity before, and then he accepted my proposal. So yeah,
So do
that
you
was
see,
good.
so how would you describe to somebody who doesn't understand what embodiment or what identity is? Like, how would you describe to somebody the practice that you did if you had to describe it to somebody who doesn't understand what identity and
The,
embodiment practice is?
you need to feel it on your body. Almost sort of like a, getting excited and like I like a cheerleader cheerleader myself, and uh, saying a strong tone and like getting like a more and more like confident and combines nowadays what I am and no, not what I want to be, what I am, right? So yeah, like you need to feel the emotion, the adrenaline, the pump, like on your body. And I did make a list of stuff that I'm afraid to do. So I'm gonna go through that and start doing that, things and do the embodiment before. I think I'm getting there. It just need to be done probably daily in that way, not just before I was just like doing affirmation on the mirror, but because I was feeling uncomfortable, have the cold, so I said I'm just gonna like try to change this energy and overcharge myself and like get excited and change the energy. So I went to the call with a different energy.
Yes. And you also feel abundant because you've been paying for coaching and sharing your abundance, and you have declared to the universe that you're abundant.
Mm-hmm.
So you
Yes.
you created space, you've given because you've opened your hand. When you give, you open your hand to receive.
Mm-hmm.
You gave and you had your vision clear and you knew exactly what you need to do before the call, the embodiment, the putting it into the body, the feeling. Like, look at how many things you got to do in order to create space and succeed and allow.
Yeah.
Right? It's not just like,
Yeah.
okay, I'm gonna repeat affirmations and it's gonna work. No,
No.
create,
No.
give, clear vision, do the embodiment work. Like it's just like everything has to go
Mm-hmm.
right?
And I did the stories, and I did it was a little difficult going through it, but I did listen until the 5th, and then I did the meditation and I started rewriting, and was really difficult, emotional, on my family or my ex-husband part. And but I think I'm doing, and I don't know if you need to check it, but I've been rewriting, writing the story. Do I need to record that and release them that too, like every day?
So what I would do is, so this is secret number 3 in the 7th manifesting in the vision clarity, the stories. I think you guys have both done it, right? The stories, maybe sometimes if you feel like revisiting it, is having a one column that says old story and another column that says new story, right? And then if you want to embody the new story, you record it. And you can combine this new story with your new identity, right? So, or for example, I'm $1 million artist goddess. So now a $1 million artist goddess, which is you, has this whole new story about everything in her life, right? So now you can do the I am the embodiment practices together with the new stories, and then keep listening to your new stories.
So adding pieces on the identity, basically.
Yes.
Okay.
Because then your identity now has more new stories that are coming along with it, right? So that way, when you start programming new stories, all your new stories become your new self, your new identity, right?
Yeah, because I was some of the story, yes, match with my new identity, my new story on the financial or fun, but then there was all the family part, and that there was not there's not present. It's the most emotional one, so I guess I should integrate it.
Yeah. And remember that we can only control how we feel, right? So our story that we have about whatever happened or whatever is going on is just how we feel about it. Like forgiveness is not for the other person. Forgiveness is for ourselves. And in time, we learn to cope with things that have happened. It's not that we have forgiven them completely. We just learn through forgiveness to cope with different things so they don't have power over us.
Yeah.
Do you know?
Yeah, because there is these things that too, I have this hateful voice sometimes when something happened. I need to stop, with Ho'oponopono, switch attention, but I get there, and so I'm try hard to.
And remember that it's not gonna stop. You just learn the tools to be able to shift faster. So a person that has $100 million in their bank account has the same stories that we do, that every single person does. Same stories that a $20 person has in their bank account. Except this person has learned how not to give these stories enough power so they can keep
power. Okay. And then I feel like it would be good at least do once a week a ritual or action that put us out of the comfort zone where we embody the new identity, right? Or more time we can, right?
Yeah, so like today what we did was putting it into the body, and we were clapping our new embodiment practices. Like it's doing things that are outside of your comfort zone to get to the stillness of the mind, right? The stillness of the mind is the vortex, is coherence, because there's nothing in there. And from the place of nothingness, you can create, because now you can download like what identity you are, right? If there's no noise, that I get to rewrite the script.
And I did like the breathing we did last time with Jason too. We did the Zoom. Do you gonna upload that Zoom too, or where I can find?
I'm waiting for the recording.
Okay.
I'm gonna upload it as well. Yeah, but the breathing is actually maybe we should do that next week if you guys want to do just each person can come ready with some kind of a breathing exercise, and we can all meet each other and just do like a straight up breath work session with different modalities. That could be pretty hard. And we can record it and then be like, okay, here's how I call my breath work. and then I can slice it up so that way we can have different types of breath work to refer to.
Mm-hmm.
Let's
So probably gonna finish the rest of the story tonight, and then keep doing I'm doing that meditation for the 5 days. You know, the one that you say to repeat for 5 days. So after that, what I should do?
So after the stories, I believe is the flow. Is flow in that inside of that section.
Okay.
So what day are you saying you're gonna finish the stories by? I want you to write that down in the group.
I say yesterday, but it took longer than you know than I was thinking. So I'm gonna finish today. Finish the other 5 small things, and keep doing the. So I already did written all the story.
Can you take a
I just need
picture
to
and
do.
send over so we can have an example?
Yes.
If anybody wants to also keep rewriting stories.
Yeah, I have it on my computer. I can copy paste the file if you want, or screenshot. And so I just need to finish to do the other smaller meditation and the last, and then keep doing for the other 3 days. So today, tomorrow, and next day.
And remember to celebrate, okay? This is the work. Inner work is like most of the work. The outer work is then remember easy because then you're going in and you're collecting your paychecks. And people are saying yes.
The problem is I just want to do the inner work now.
Nobody does.
Like,
But then you keep thinking, why is reality the way that it is? Oh, wait, it's so much more than I can see. Because intimacy is into me, I see.
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
That's nice.
Because to change circumstances and the types of people that get attracted to us and events is ourselves. Like we become friends, best friends with ourselves, right? We learn to forgive ourselves. We learn to believe in ourselves. We have a baby ourselves, right? And this is Tori. So Tori is here. He's now coaching everybody. Observe a moment of silence. He's teaching us stillness. All right. Anybody else have any questions about their vision or any questions we want channeled? This is your floor.
What else?
Is everybody's
I mean,
vision here? How's it going in the?
I need to refix mine now, like again, because it changed again. But maybe I would like to learn a little bit more about my human design. As she say, I have also some spots open. Some
So in order to learn more about human design, you gotta first start going. I would welcome you to do it maybe either after flow or after
okay.
Or after the pyramid of consciousness, either after 4 or 5, and then go into the human design, very short videos, and they're just explaining about in general, and then you and I can have a reading about yours.
Okay. Okay, yeah, that will help to understand. But I get them specific, so I'm trying to be more specific that I can, and
that's all that matters. And you're here to respond. That's all you gotta know for now. Okay. So your opportunities will keep coming if you keep responding to the ones that light you up, light up your sacral. So your whole body is like, shum, yes, or shum, no.
Yeah, that's what the other things I was asking. I was channeling as the yes, I feel less. That's before I was more like that. I was feeling all my body I want to do this. And after the accident happened, so I'm having hard time to feel that drive, or that's a fuck yeah, 100%. I'm always I'm kind of a more I don't know, something changed, or it's not like before, and maybe it's just a matter of time, or there is any exercise or things I could do to reawakening that, or it just felt before I was more yes, I want more drive. You know, I want to do this. Yes, and now I'm always a little bit indecisive because I got put through so much doubt.
Right. So you gotta do the
Mhm,
daily rituals and the vision clarity. And then remember why you're doing the things that you're doing. Like yesterday or whenever you got the yes, like you can see what you had to do to get the yes. I mean, that should
mhm.
set you up now because you have proof in the pudding that it works.
Yes. Yeah, let me up because I felt I'm doing right and the things that are finally, moving,
So
so.
remember that like the older we get, the more experiences we get, the more onion layers are around us because so many things hasn't worked out. So,
Mhm.
so this is, see, perfection, baby perfection comes in pure, unconditional love. And then all the people around do this, do that. No, don't do this. No, don't do that. So then there's all these like, and then relationships come about, and then heartbreak, and then money in, money out, and the ideas of money from people, like just so many layers, right? And the older we get, the more layers we get. So sometimes it's easier. Sometimes people invest in people that are younger because they have less layers, because they have less
Mhm.
fear, because they have less experience. Because you let your experience guide your present moment, when in reality, your experience, when it comes to logic, it's useful. When it comes to doing math, it's
Mhm.
useful. But when it comes to living in the present moment, our experience is irrelevant. Like if
Yeah.
something hasn't worked one time because we've done this script, for example, but a client said no to us, if we give up on trying to do the script again and again and again and understanding until it finally works because it hasn't worked out in the past, we're never going to succeed. Right?
Yeah.
So a lot of these things, when we're trying, but things are not working, now all of a sudden, I've tried this before, it hasn't worked.
Yeah. Yeah, but the young person also need to have a good concept what he's doing, not just the drive and the confidence, right? So it needs to be a combination of both.
Right. Being like young at heart and approaching everything in a brand present new moment with some logical
Mhm.
mind to not get burned twice.
Mhm.
So if you're seeing the signs, like for example, in a relationship, if you see the signs right away and your inner being is communicating with you, because he, she, divine consciousness, God, whatever you call it, always communicating, and you're like inside of yourself, it's like, oh, whoa, I'm seeing patterns from the other, from the old like relationships. Am I falling in love with potential or with what is?
Mm.
Because if I'm again
Mm.
trying to fall in love with potential, I'm making the same mistake because I'm not falling in love with what is. I'm falling in love with the dream.
Mm,
Reality, I should be in love with what is, or keep working on myself, because then my what is gonna be everything I've ever wanted, and I won't have to fall in love with potential.
Mhm.
I love that.
Yeah,
See?
yeah, definitely.
So my new identity, I'm not feeling it. Like I'm not sure. I've been playing with this week financially abundant, confident recovery coach.
We need a few words less. But if you feel that you can say that, it's just a lot of words. Financially abundant, confident recovery coach. Okay. All right. Can you say it? It's 5 words.
It
Can
takes me a minute. If I have noise, it takes me longer than a minute. So the financial part is very important to me. So I wanna put it in there, and abundant could just be so broad.
Okay. But what about financially abundant recovery coach?
That's fair enough. Yep, we'll stick to that.
Cool. Feels better?
Yeah,
Okay, so now your vision, everything that you do, you are the financially abundant recovery coach.
okay.
Okay. When can we see some new vision?
Abundant recovery
Some
coach.
vision or words from that identity? When can we have that from you?
Sunday.
Okay, will you send that in the chat, and Selva, please send when your stories are gonna be in the chat. We gotta do accountable. Mash, what are
Yeah.
you accountable for?
Today.
Oh,
I have to practice my my script and really hone it down again.
who else needs to practice their script here?
I do.
Okay. Mash, all right, give her the scenario and make a plan to practice.
Okay.
Well, it's useful to practice, right?
Yes.
Remember, if
Well, last time I ended up just coaching her, and now she's doing everything. It's wonderful.
you can't, you can't coach. You gotta coach to
I
buy.
I know.
It was good.
You're doing the work. That's awesome.
Yeah.
But you gotta, okay, if Mash turns into a coach, you gotta tell her, no, you gotta coach me to buy, to enroll.
Okay.
Otherwise, if she gives you everything, if you give the person everything, they don't want to buy.
That's true. Cause a friend that I coached, like she totally was sure she's doing it. And now she comes to me to look for some more and I'm really like zipping it, you know?
But this is when we understand our values and our self-worth. As you
Yeah.
can see, you guys are badass. Like what you give to another person, if they implement it, they'll run with it. Chances of somebody implementing it are much higher if they've invested into it. So now, do you want money?
Yes.
The question, there you go.
Yes, a lot of money.
Money, yeah, like
Give
if
me
you
the
want
money,
money,
give me the
now you
money.
go, you keep reiterating on the dream. You keep selling the person's dream and outcome and the fact that they've tried to do this on their own, right? And like what, it hasn't worked out on your own. What makes this different? What do you need? What if nothing is to change?
Keep them in the dream.
And if somebody cannot pay, find a way to create a contract that feels good. Whether it is financial, whether it is with services, but put it down. Take your business seriously, right, Selva?
Mm-hmm.
Like maybe you're about to work with somebody and you feel and see the potential, but maybe their finances are short. Create a percentage. Do something to create an exchange that feels good in the body.
What do you mean create a percentage? I don't understand.
Like if somebody comes to you, let's say they're a massage therapist. I'm just throwing it out there.
Yeah.
Okay, but maybe they don't have the resources right now. Maybe you can create an agreement with them with percentages from their massages or percentages plus massage work, or maybe just the massage work. So like do something to allow for the energy to be more balanced.
Oh, I see. Okay. Almost like bartering.
Get massage.
Yes.
Get massage for exchange.
Yes. Or like, oh, I'm gonna coach you and then you're gonna and then I will pimp you out as a massage therapist.
Okay.
I'll get the money. I will say it's this amount of money and I'll pay you out when I refer people to you. You know what I mean? Like find creative ways to get paid. Selva has done it. She gets paid in creative ways with tickets and things, and then you gotta massage things. It's not always straightforward,
Okay.
right? Cool.
Yes.
But make sure you make these agreements. I'm guilty of not doing that before until I learned the hard way. People implement what I do and then go out and make hundreds of thousands of dollars. If there's no contracts, then you're out of the loop. A pat on the back and the thank you is not going to pay for your food and your rent.
No.
As much as I love it. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Anybody else? Anything else? Before Satori gets the floor. Okay, send your vision, send your accountability, right? Was this useful today? And Selva, go watch the embodiment and do it. Same thing.
Yes.
Do it together
Yeah,
with,
I did watch a Masha video that she just sent on the chat.
and we just did it together, so that will be useful.
Okay.
I love you all.
Well, thank you so much. I love you
Manifesting.
too.
Bye.
Love you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.